of the availability of the tools. So all these complexities are solved, and only then the definition of complexity can be proved, can be clear. Secondly, the radiation is very important because in our early days we used to do the angiogram in the machine, and there is no protection either of the eye or of the body in that time, and the matter of the thyroid also. And many of our colleagues who has also had a cataract operation because of this radiation problem, and many of the people of the operators also lost the hair of the thighs and the legs. You don't see it, but if you ask them privately, they'll open their hands and they'll show you. So nowadays the protection is very strong, good, well managed, starting from the head down to the toes, and for this reason there will be less complications in the future. So I'd like to conclude with this, thanks to all the speakers for the wonderful presentation. And the complex angioplasty for those of the newcomer, please try to solve the 4 points. The complexity of the question, your personal complexity, whether you know the work or not, and the tools complexity, and the coronary artery complexity. Thank you very much.
The next session, Prof. Khaled, sir.
Good morning, distinguished participants from home and abroad. I'm the moderator of the session, Professor Dr. Mamun. I welcome you all to the first live case transmission. We are expecting to start soon from National Heart Foundation Hospital. The primary operator is Professor Fazilatunnesa Malik, and the co-operator Dr. Abdul Kaiyum, consultant cardiologist, National Heart Foundation Hospital. First of all, I would like to request the chairpersons to take their seat on the stage. Already we have Professor G.M. Farooq and Professor Jamal on the stage. I would like to invite Professor Syed Ahsan, Professor Momenuzzaman, Professor Abdul Rahman, and one of the panel of experts, Professor Mamun Iqbal, to take their seat on the stage, please. Okay, we are seeing Professor Fazilatunnesa Madam and Dr. Abdul Kaiyum live on the screen. Good morning, Madam. Yeah, we are very much. Yes, we can hear you and see you as well. Madam, can you yes, can you please introduce your patient?
Yes, please. So, thank you for inviting us to do a live case from National Heart Foundation Hospital and Research Institute, Dhaka, Bangladesh. And as you are aware, we are a tertiary cardiac center with 480-bedded hospital, and we do all kinds of procedures here. And actually, we've done more than. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, so we've done more than 53,000 PCIs over the years. At present, we have a 5 cath lab, And
Middle to storage in camera.
started doing that in 2007, and up to December of 2021, we got more than 3,000 left-main cases. So first let me introduce my team, then we go to the history. So please can we have a look? So I'm Fatema Malik, I work at the National Heart Foundation Hospital and Research Institute as the head of department. With me I have Dr. Abdul Kaiyum, and we will be doing the case together. We have with us our chief technician, Mohsin. Most of you are acquainted with him. Then we have Mostafa, another very bright upcoming technician, and we have Rashid, he's also one of our junior technicians, but both of them are very capable. We have Iqbal with us, our head of cath lab nursing, and then we have with us Minarul, who is one of our students in the tech course, and we have Dr. Khaled with us, and we have Salma. Salma is one of our nurses, and she will be also assisting us. So that's our team here. Now let's go back to the case. So the case is a bit complex. Can we go to the history, please, before the angiogram? Can we go to the history of this patient? So this is a 70-year-old male, and he has got severe chest pain, chronic stable angina, and he had a PCI done in 1998 with bare metal stents to the OM, RC, and ELB. And he had a CABT done in 2007. The grafts that were given were Lima to LED, SVT to OM, and PGA. He's hypertensive and diabetic. His eGFR is 62, echo is 50%. Now let's have a look at his angiogram. Now as you can appreciate, the left main is heavily calcified, and there is distal 90% stenosis in the left main, involving the origin of both the LAD and the LCS. The LAD is heavily calcified, and 90 to 95% stenosis in its proximal and mid segment. And here you can appreciate that calcium. LCS is also calcified with a 90 to 95% stenosis in its origin. The RCA is a heavily calcified vessel, and it's totally occluded in its distal segment. Now, so his SVT to PGA has a 90 to 95% stenosis. SVT to OM graft is totally occluded. Next slide, please. And his Lima to LAD graft is also totally occluded. SVT to PGA graft was, as I said, stenosis, and so 2 days previously, a 3.5 by 50 millimeter drug-eluting stent was deployed in this SVT. And let's have a final look. And this was the final result. So the SVT to the PGA has already been tackled, and today we will be tackling the native left main to LAD and left main to LCS. Now, as you can appreciate, so we've done a bit of slight work. So this is a heavily calcified vessel, and this is just a cement, and you can see the fan track appearance of the calcium, which extends from the left main and goes into the LAD. And there's quite a bit of tight stenosis. So up till now, what have we done? Let me first show you. So first of all, we wired the LAD with the help of a microcatheter, and actually we were struggling with the microcatheter and the wire as well because of the extent of calcium there. So we changed the angle of our wire, and we were able to take the wire with the help of a fine cross microcatheter to the distal part of the vessel. We exchanged our run-through wire for a rotor wire with the help of the fine cross. After this, we first did rotation with a 1.25 curve, because while we were taking the wire, we could feel the extent of the calcium. So we felt that we would first just do a slight curve modification with a 1.25, and then after our first 1.25 run, we stepped up our curve and we went to a 1.75 curve. And the total duration of rotational atherectomy was 40 seconds. 4 runs were given, 2 with 1.25 and 2 with the 1.75. And during the polished run, there was no deacceleration. So it was quite a severely calcified vessel that we had already tackled with rota. Now, once we were able Now, track appearance, obviously you cannot take an imaging device without some form of atherectomy. So once we did a rotation, this is the angiographic view, and as you can see, there's no major slow flow. So we changed our rotor wire with the help of a fine pulse with the run-through wire. And at this point, we thought that we would be able to take our OCT. And indeed, we were able to take our OCT, and we put some very enlightening pictures. Let's go to the OCT, please. So as you can appreciate, the total length of the lesion is 51 millimeters from the left vein to the healthy segment in the LAD. The tightest segment MLA is around 2 in the LAD, and in the left vein it's around 2.2, the tightest portion just prior to the bifurcation. And you can see even after rotation with 1.75 per, you can see the 360 degrees of calcium. The calcium has thinned out somewhat due to the rotation, but it's still like 0.38, 0.4 millimeters. So this is what we have done so far. We then proceeded to wire the LCX. And after wiring the LCX, we just did a bit of balloon dilatation, and this is where you have joined them. So now, what should our strategy be? For this post-CABG patient who has severe angina, heavily calcified vessels involving the LAD, the left vein, the LCX, and his Lima graft is occluded.
Thank you, ma'am, for nicely describing your plan A for this patient. I would like to request Momenuzzaman sir and Professor Abdul Rahman to come to the stage to share their thoughts with the operator. And Professor Ahsan has some words to say regarding his strategy in this situation. Professor Hafiz, would you like to say something?
Good to see you. And,
Hi Hafiz. So you have to come and visit us at our foundation.
Yes, I always enjoy this stay in your lab, and really thank you so much that you leave the lab for me. So I tell the patients that I'm not the better looking one. So we are discussing it. It wasn't much relief. I was sitting with Momenuzzaman and Ramesh when we saw that the graft to the PDA is fixed. So we are thinking that you will leave us there, but you have done quite a bit of work already. The question is what we do next. But before that, plaque modification was needed. And Appa already did the rota of the LAG we saw from that plane. Would you have done any other plaque modification technique other than rota?
At present, we have not done any plaque modification technique other than rota, but we do think that we might require to take a scoring balloon and do a proper job before we think about our putting in stents. So yes, we have not done, we've just done rota, we've taken an angiographic view as well as the OCT. So the angiogram and the OCT were actually done simultaneously, and that's what I feel that with, there's always this concern that with OCT you end up with a lot of dye, but our policy is that when we take our angiographic senior, we also do the OCT run. So with the same dye, we are able to take both pictures simultaneously, both of the angio as well as the OCT. So we don't end up with a lot of dye.
So we do by first and last. Yeah, Fazila, nice to see you. This is a really tough case, and a lot of things can be learned out of this case. I think there's a very calcific LAD and liquid disease with not much important circumflex, but it's a good area to supply by the wave circumflex. Issue is that the calcium is not a straightforward to just balloon direction to test and come back. We need to do something to completely make the field very clean to put a stent of full expanded stage. So we need to do something. I think we need to do, image this lesion first with some form of amazing
like iPads. iPads, I think, is a better option in the sense that it can give it a full length of calcium and also it's circumferential, whether you need scoring balloon or rota, or even if it, as you see, there is a drum track calcium, so it's both superficial and deep calcium is there. By root, we can mitigate the problem of superficial calcium.
So can we show you that 360-degree calcium with the OCT?
Yes.
Let me show that to you.
Yes.
So yes, there is indeed 360 degrees of calcium.
Yes.
And it's quite tight.
Yes.
So you can appreciate the calcium in the OCT as well.
Yes.
And
here also,
even after a 1.75 rota burst. So yes, there's significant. And that's our experience with this.